Hello Internet, this is JF and I suck at ATS. I'm going to try and talk a little bit less in this video because I'm really tripping over my tongue today. So this is a type test has one constructor named test and the constructor accepts an int. So normally if you were to create one of these, you'd say like test and then number, and that's it, you'd have a test. For this video, we're creating test and we're not giving a number, we're giving it an underscore, which is a hole. And once you do that, you're going to want to name the hole so you can do something with it. So this uses pattern matching to pull out the hole and give it a name. And it's going to go ahead and immediately assign it. All right. So if we try and do this, it won't work. It's actually not working for reasons I didn't expect. I think previously I was passing test to another function where it accepted a test, and now I'm just immediately decomposing the test, so no more pattern matching. So I think that might just mean this might just change the errors that I get, which is unfortunate. But the point is, it doesn't work. Now it does. Yep. Okay, so completely different errors for the same problem, depending on how you use it. Anyway, this right here is magic. Like this underscore is used once in the documentation, but it's not actually explained anywhere in the documentation. Holes are undocumented right now. This, however, is documented. If you look in the docs, you'll find it, and it's explained what it does. I, however, do not understand what it does. I get the idea that when you create something with a hole, there's some kind of disruption in the space-time continuum, and then this makes it right. And it means you can continue on. So like T1 is not really a test until this point, and then okay, yeah, it's actually a test now. It's a valid test. So yeah, running on that works fine. We can do a little bit more complex example, a little bit more involved example with a record type. Let's say person. I don't want to get into too many details. Let's leave it at that. No. Let's give him one more thing. Bool. Some people are not going to like the bool there, I think. Anyway, so person, name, and married. So again, the normal way to create this would be to say, okay, I've got let P1, and it's a name Bob, age 42, married, true. And let's go ahead and see if that actually works. So make sure that I'm not just off my rocker right now, which is entirely possible. That doesn't like that. Oh. I am. It's not a type, it's a type def. Well, that is bad syntax. Alright, so that works. We've created Bob. Now let's actually create a data type, so we need that to create a hole. I don't think we can just punch a hole into an arbitrary record. we'll leave it at that for now. Okay, so now we're going to do is we're going to create person 2 and give it a hole. So, and then we're going to go ahead and name the hole, of course. So person 2 hole p1, and then you can do things like hole.name. Let's assign that to Bob. Hole.age. And then we've got to remember to do our magic. Saying P1 is legit, it's good, we can go on. And we didn't do that. Some types are mismatched. So you sign the name, we sign the age, and oh, what is this? Some types are mismatched still. Okay, it's married. I screwed it up twice. You see, this is what I'm talking about. Alright, so that works again. And the thing to note here is that if we don't assign one of these, it doesn't work. That magic is actually saying, like, the sort of gatekeeper of P1 being correct. It actually is gatekeeping somehow. So it's like, oh no, you didn't assign Mary, that's still undefined, so you can't continue. So that might be a little bit nice syntax. This is how it's actually used in the documentation. Now, this still isn't, I think, that interesting a use of hole, because again, this is certainly not an improvement over simply doing the record, like we did earlier. Name equals Bob, age equals whatever, like that. So that's still not an improvement. But there's another thing you can do with holes, which is you can pass them to other functions. You can also pass them to yourself recursively, and we're going to show that in another video. So, a later video. That is all.